Welcome back to Kupuna in the Park. Well, as you know, in the recreation field, we have 4 major E's that we use. We do education, we do exercise, we do entertainment, and of course, we do eating. Today we're eating. We're going to be making today andagi. Andagi, as you know, is the Okinawan style of a donut. You can go to a bon dance, you can go to the Okinawan festival, and even most of our carnivals, and you'll see them serving andagi, cooked fresh, right there at the stand. So today we're going to make a basic recipe for andagi. It appears everybody in the islands uses a similar one. Flour, sugar, eggs, a little bit of salt, some baking powder. So today we're going to make one which I learned from a group of people, and it's probably used by a whole bunch. So I'm going to bring on Sharon to help me, and we're going to show you the next step in mixing all the ingredients.
Today what we're going to do is we're going to mix the andagi batter. First we need 3 cups of flour, 1.5 cups granulated sugar, 3/4 teaspoon salt, table salt, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 cup sour cream, and 4 large eggs slightly beaten, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. What we're going to do is we're going to pour all the dry ingredients, the flour, sugar, salt, and baking powder, and mix it. There you go. Gonna stir it up. And once you do that, you're gonna make a well. We're gonna slightly beaten the 4 eggs. If you don't have a whisk, you can use a fork. Now we're going to add the sour cream. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I like to pour it over another bowl in case you overfill it. And mix it together. And what you're going to do is you're going to pour this wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. See, I have a well here. And I usually pour about half. And your batter is going to come out thick. This part takes a little time. Usually if you were at home, you would use your hands But for this purpose, I'm going to just try to use the spoon. Okay. Should put a little water. Yeah. I think it's good. And there you have it.
Okay, we're back and we're ready to start cooking. So, this is the batter. You saw it mixed up. Notice the consistency. You don't want it to be runny. You don't want it to be too thick. So we actually added about maybe a quarter cup of water to loosen it up a bit. So we're going to start. Oil's up to 350. You're going to take the little bit we have, make it small little ball.
Maybe the size of a golf ball.
What's the size of a ping pong ball, a golf ball? And then you're just going to drop it in. Oops. Now, if you were actually at the Okinawan festival, the guy would be doing this with his hand. He scoops it up and he actually squeezes out ball sizes to drop right in. I do not have that talent and I don't want to get that messy, to tell you the truth. So, we're going to be using the spoons, picking them up, making them about golf size of a golf ball, a tennis ball, a ping pong ball, and dropping it in. What you want is when it hits the oil, it'll drop and then it'll come back up to the top. That's when you know your oil is good. Okay? And again, we're going for golden brown. Okay, so Sharon is dropping them in. She's going really small. If you see her making it at the festival, don't go to her booth. It's going to be real small. But a lot of guys will make it bigger. And the thing with this is you can actually flavor it by adding hot dogs inside, wrap it around, roll it, drop it in. I saw a video of people were adding chocolate to it by putting chocolate into it as then they put it into the fire. And all of this is just different ways to make it. So feel free to experiment. Now, as you can see, these guys need to roll. And so I've been told what you just got to do is touch them and they should roll right over the top.
Be very careful because the oil is very hot and it will splatter.
I said the oil gets up to 350 degrees and I've got it on a very, very low flame. I'm using a small wok, so it's heating up really quickly. And this wind keeps on blowing it around. So this is what it's going to look like. So my cameraman, I can tell he wants to sample already, but we're going to go a bunch more into the pot. And after they're all, so I just touched it and he rolls over. That's what you want to be able to touch it and watch it roll over. You're looking at about 5 to 10 minutes, somewhere in that zone. The best is just look at it. When you got the golden brown color, you then get your skewer out. And when you got the skewer, what you're going to do is actually poke it to see if it's wet. Check the tricks. So, this guy looks done. And skewer comes out clean, ready to go. So we're starting to cook. We're going to start pulling these guys out. The golden brown, and hopefully the inside should be a little moist because the recipe we use sour cream. If you just use the milk, the others I'd heard it won't be as crispy on the outside and it's tender in the middle. So the technique I've seen them use is just that. You tap the ball and you watch it roll over.
think we should have someone try it.
Okay. Okay, we're wrapping this up. As you can see, our last few are floating around in here. We have our finished plate. You can see the difference in sizes. Garrett was making some, so you can see mine, Sharon's, and Garrett's, all different types. It's very good, it's very moist, and we hope you can join us again for our next edition of Kupuna in the Park, where we'll be cooking more different types of foods. Our staff has all tried it, and the staff has said, confirm, all good. All right, so this is the end results. Sharon, size, man size. Oh, perfect.
God, this is so delicious.
I don't think I'll buy the one at the Okinawan Festival.